Let's get started. So, what is SalesWings Interactions? So, first of all, SalesWings Interactions is all about generating leads. So, it is an easy way to generate more leads on your website. That's bottom of the funnel channel that you have, and ultimately increase your revenue. And SalesWings does that so good because we understand your buyers and we understand what they want, how much they want it, and when they want it. And this really allows you to engage them in a personal manner and in an impactful manner that speaks to their needs and their interests. And we allow you to engage them not just on the marketing side in an effective and personal manner, but also on the sales side and now also on the agentic side. So, like it or not, the agentic workforce is here. And just like humans, agents need to understand the buyers. Otherwise, whatever they do is not going to be effective. And SalesWings here is a great solution to that. And we're going to show you this as we continue. But first of all, why did we launch interactions? So I wanted to show you a few stats. Stats are sometimes true, sometimes a bit less, but there is significant evidence that marketers still struggle with creating that personalized experience. So Gartner says it's about 63%. Now, whether it's 63% or 50%, and we don't even know if these are only those that try to personalize, it's very hard. Personalization, but ultimately the technologies that are out there often make it very hard to create a behavior that sticks out because it speaks to me and what I want, and it shouldn't be. Forrester found that companies that do implement successful personalization strategies see on average more than 5% more revenues. So that is significant. And you see there has been a lot of studies done around the importance of talking in a personal way with your buyers. And Forrester just has another proof here for that. And Salesforce found that by using intent data, so what is the intention of the buyer? So notably here, if you use intent data to identify accounts that are ready to buy, these businesses have achieved 4 to 5x increase in conversion rates from those conversations. So again, clear proof that this is an area where any business should be investing at the moment or should have for some time. And here at SalesWings, we find, and here's just something from our side, well, that intent-based personalization is so powerful, but it's so hard. So we said, hey, guys, let's make it easy. And that's what we did. And I hope you can feel the excitement. I really think we got something special. And after the demo, you'll be able to judge yourself. But I'm going to now explain you briefly how this works before we dive into the demo. Firstly, SalesWings allows you to listen. SalesWings is really the fastest, if not one of the fastest paths to access rich behavioral data, rich first-party behavioral data, and that's data that's generated by your customers, highly authentic and trusted, and then tie this data to your leads, to your contacts, and to your accounts. Many companies struggle with that. They have data in a silo somewhere. It's maybe accessible by marketing in some way in one tool. Sales can't see that. Agents can't. So this first step that sometimes requires a lot of kind of technical investments and setup shouldn't be hard. And with SalesWings, this has always been easy. And you see some of the examples here, deep, detailed web engagement. What are they looking for? Marketing campaign touch points, granular things like video views, documents they check out. But then we have some purpose-built integrations as well, such as Segment and Braze, Marketing Cloud, where we can stream real-time event data into SalesWings and attach that to your most valuable asset, I guess, which is your leads, your prospects, and your account. So this is the very first step. And secondly, we then help you to translate this behavior into an understanding of what your buyers really want, when they want it, and how much they want that. So somehow we still in the market have a reputation to be a lead scoring solution, something we're definitely trying to fix because SalesWings is so much more. And when it comes to understanding an account, the first thing is to understand, well, should I treat them with priority as it relates to sending them over to sales, or should I send them bottom of the funnel content? Should I send an AI salesperson after them, or should I, send them straight to sales? But SalesWings provides a holistic way to qualify leads, accounts, ultimately people and companies, behavioral, but also firmographic, demographic, in a best in breed manner. Now, beyond that, SalesWings also again goes a lot more granular here because we understand things like products or services they care about. We know the topics they read about and that they want to learn more about. We detect buying signals of all kinds. We can help you understand, well, what kind of type of interest is it? Maybe more partnership related. Is somebody looking to work with your company and therefore needs to be dealt with an entirely different channel? But then, of course, also we know which campaigns have triggered responses, creating a beautiful understanding of every single lead and account that you have. Now, moving on, and we're just about to enter the demo here. The third step, and that's really where the power is of SalesWings, is we make these insights, this first party intent, available for you to put to work along the entire funnel. So think about advertising. ROI on your ad spend will significantly go up if you start to show ads to people that really care about what you show to them. So take the data, build your audiences, and that's just one great way that you can leverage SalesWings. Secondly, think about your communication. So whether it's Braze or a Marketing Cloud or another solution, and doesn't matter if it's email or SMS, if these messages are timely, if they talk to me at the right stage of the funnel, I will respond. I will respond, and I'm going to like it, and I'm going to engage, and I'm going to become your customer. So, but if you hit me in a moment where I just don't care, I'm opting out. And especially now where there's so much, so many emails and so much content out there, you just cannot afford not to be personal. You can take our insights into CRM. Of course, if you want to do reporting on that, maybe understanding, well, which documents have translated, or which document engagements have translated into closed won opportunities or whatnot. We have an MCP that's coming out now in internal beta. So if you want to tie first party intent data, give that to your agentic workforce or your agentic workflows. Whenever an agent needs to understand, well, what does this lead care about? So whether it's a marketing bot or an internal sales co-pilot that's assisting sales, SalesWings data is readily available to help agents understand buyers, excuse me, just like humans do. Then we have sales intelligence, of course, surfing everything to sales. We have APIs. You can really take the data anywhere you want. So you could bring that data into your data warehouse or any other place. And finally, and now we're entering this demo stage, you can now activate and leverage the SalesWings insights also right within SalesWings on your website. So I hope this introduction wasn't too long, and now we're coming to the part that you've all been waiting for, and we'll start with our demo and our little story here. So meet Susanna Summers. Susanna is our demo lead. She works at Zurich Financial Services Company. She's Director of Marketing Operations. Imagine Susanna is looking for new ways to boost lead generation. Over this course of this demo, you will see the different touch points she has with SalesWings. Disclaimer: Zurich's not a customer, so this is a fictive person. But she wants to boost lead generation, but she also cares about empowering her sales counterparts with marketing-powered sales insights and really just support them to be more successful in their job. She's also interested in agentic AI and use cases all around. And she is a tier one account just because of the fit she is to us and ultimately the value proposition fit. So this is Susanna, and let the story begin now. And over the course of this journey, I'm going to showcase different aspects of interactions. And on day one, on this demo, Susanna is browsing. She's not known to us. And you will see how she goes to Google. She finds SalesWings. So here she's specifically looking for SalesWings, but she's then browsing on the website. And then we see how interactions, so SalesWings Interactions, is engaging her in a timely moment at the top of the funnel stage. And then, well, she's going to sign up for this particular webinar. And quite a few people signed up for this webinar, so it worked really well. But in this context, you will see how SalesWings Interactions is just an other great channel in your omni-channel tool stack. So you do email, you do SMS, you do ads, etc. The website is your bottom of the funnel channel. That's where it's so hard to get people to. You got to make the most out of it. And that's really what SalesWings helps you to do. So right here, I'm going to click on this screen. So that's going to take me to our website. So imagine Susanna. So this is a live demo. You see I'm sweating a bit here. It's really hot in the room. But anyhow, so I'm looking around a bit here. Maybe gonna check out the resources. I'm gonna go over to the blog, have a look at the recent case study here. So some initial signals. And then potentially I'm gonna go to website lead generation. So remember, she's looking to optimize lead generation. So I'm gonna go here. And as I'm here, you can see on the right-hand side, this is SalesWings Interactions, triggering, inviting anybody visiting this page right now to join us on this live event. So interactions here, based on my criteria, is meeting the buyer in the moment with something very relevant. So this is just a first example how you can leverage SalesWings to extend your campaign to your website in a very creative way. And I think it's also interesting to think of the website as a timeless channel. So you are, of course, you have your journeys and step by step you're sending out information and so on, and that is all great. But journeys are three-dimensional, and a lot of modern companies are going away from journeys and going to a place where things are signal-based, communication signal-based. So on the website, you have this possibility with a very dynamic channel. Now imagine Susanna has left the website, so now we're at day 7. So what I want to show you now is how creative you can be with SalesWings Interactions. So you've seen basic example, you show a timely message with a call to action. That's as easy as it gets. But now Susanna Summer is reading the New York Times. She sees our retargeting ad. So this has not been placed by SalesWings. This is, of course, with an advertising network, but it's powered by SalesWings, SalesWings data. But so she essentially gets retargeted in this particular example. She is then again browsing a little bit on the website. SalesWings Interactions is going to engage that anonymous visitor or Susanna timely to educate her. So here, SalesWings knows already that there has been some initial research, and then based on the interaction, she's going to be shown additional surprising engagement from SalesWings. So here I'm back on this website. So I'm like, okay, this looks very interesting. Now I'm going, for example, to the pricing page. Okay, what does this cost? Here it goes. I'm gonna look a little bit around there. Then because Susanna's using a Salesforce Marketing Cloud, in this particular example, she's using a Marketing Cloud Advanced. She's going to go to our Marketing Cloud page. And what you can see now on the right-hand side is interactions coming out. So we've detected product interest. We've detected product interest very specifically, and we feel that because she's back already the second time, but also because she has done a range of signals, we're going to engage her with a chatbot. So I say, okay, what can SalesWings do for me? So here what we have, and that's really what I wanted to show you, we have a creative way to leverage interactions in all kinds of ways. So what the team has built here, and it took us just about a couple days, is a custom GPT with OpenAI that we've embedded into interactions. So that is outside of the SalesWings product at this stage, but you can embed anything from images to quizzes from third-party solutions. You could embed things like meeting scheduling pages, landing pages, anything you want. And here we have AI interacting with me. So it's asking your role. So I'm head of marketing ops at Zurich Financial, looking for ways to leverage, um, looking for ways to generate more leads for well, more sales ready accounts for SalesWings. So here again, you all know this. This is really this is AI. So here we've given it information. So we see it's giving us a great answer. Can gain buyer insights, identify needs, interests, intent of accounts holistically, etc. So would you like to learn more about how SalesWings complements Salesforce or marketing automation platforms? So Susanna's using Salesforce. So of course she's asking here about Salesforce. And we'll see the answer coming back. So here again, this tailored GPT has now given a great answer. Then he's asking about goals for using SalesWings that I'd like to share. Say, well, okay, so also keen to leverage your insights for agentic AI SDRs, which is a incredible use case as well. And we're almost finished here, but essentially you can see how you can leverage SalesWings interactions in a very creative manner. And that's really what I wanted. So it's also giving me a cheat to crowd review here. It's telling me to schedule a demo. And this took us literally a couple days to put together. And the one I've shown you before took me even less time, 5 minutes, in fact. So I'll show you that in the end. Okay, so other use case now, we're in day 20. So on day 20, Susanna has had some meetings internally. SalesWings looked interesting. Now, like many of us, what she's doing is she's going to an AI chatbot and she's doing additional research. And she comes, she goes to ChatGPT and she finds some information about us. She then visits SalesWings from ChatGPT, which SalesWings is, of course, able to detect. She browses, SalesWings Interactions is going to engage Susanna again, and we'll be able to welcome Susanna to any cloud of Salesforce in this example. But bear in mind, we're compatible with almost any CRM and marketing platform. So SalesWings is a standalone platform. So what you'll see now is how integratable SalesWings is. Also, give you just one more example. So we're gonna get going. So this is a real GPT. So just also showing you this is a real demo. So she's asking about benefits for marketing ops, etc. So then it's giving me a link here. Moving over, so I'm coming back to the website. And now I'm on the industry overview page. So because Susanna is financial services, of course, I would be going to the financial services page here. And because I'm really interested being Susanna, I'm now going to the pricing page. And on the pricing page, what do we see? We see how Interactions has shown the latest financial services case study. And what we've embedded into this interaction here is a Salesforce Web to Lead form. So you can really embed, as I said, anything you want. You can embed type forms. You can embed Braze landing pages. You can embed Marketing Cloud cloud pages, or really any kind of form that you consider that you're using in your tech stack, along with any other solution. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add Susanna Summer, com, summer at Zurich.com. Zurich. Okay. There you go. So that's Web to Lead. Some of you have seen the script. So now the journey continues. And now she becomes known to us. So welcome Susanna, and the story here continues. We're at day 35. So we've determined. So in fact, based on the SalesWings intent data and based on our understanding of where Susanna is in the buyer cycle, we have determined, well, it's maybe still not yet the right moment to contact her. So an AI SDR has taken over, and an AI SDR does actually the same thing that a human does. It takes information, it knows about what it's selling, and it's sending content. At one point, they're going to be calling you. I know some of them are already. Wouldn't recommend it for anyone that wants to take a really personal approach. But still, these things are here. Now, of course, based on SalesWings data, the AI SDR knows what to send. So this I'm not going to do live, so that you see the message here. But Susanna, of course, is browsing again. SalesWings engages it, and now then she is ready to speak to a human. And I mentioned Agentforce, or you can see the Agentforce logo here. But with our MCP, you can or you will be really able to connect our first-party intent data to any agentic platform that supports MCPs. And our insights, as you've hopefully seen, are just so powerful when it comes to being personal and really having your agentic workflows leading to great outcomes. So, okay, so I'm gonna just pretend here, I'm gonna click on this. So I'm coming over to the website. So what didn't mention it, but here the AI SDR is talking about a webinar and asks to sign up, or proposes the webinar here. Susanna here going to the webinar, but isn't watching it. But she does go then to, let's see, she goes to pricing again. So now I need to, there you go, pricing. She visits then, of course, the Agentforce page. arriving on the Agent Force page, going down, being shown a video. I'm not watching it. That's the trick. But I do care a lot about general sales intelligence. And as I arrive now, finally on this sales insights section here, interactions is showing me a video about the AI sales copilot. So in fact, so I'm not sure if you can hear the sound. In fact, you can see how just another way to engage buyers. And the great thing is really under the hood, and you're going to see it in just a minute. This is not just because Susanna visited a particular page. This is based on how SalesWings understands what is the most important content that needs to be surfaced right now to Susanna. Okay, checking the time. We're good in time, so I'm just gonna go back. So now that, of course, Susanna is sales ready because she has watched that video and the lead score or the account score here has reached a specific threshold, it's time to hand Susanna over. And our data, and that's just another point why SalesWings is so powerful, is the data is natively accessible in the systems where you're working. So you can, leverage them for any kind of workflows, triggering messages. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how you want to work with your salespeople. We'll be able to adjust to that. So on day 45, so the agent is now handing off Susanna to Jim. So Jim's our sales rep in this scenario. Now, SalesWings in this case will surface real sales intelligence to Jim and help Jim take that account, take that contact, and really understand, well, how do I go about making my engagement the most effective and really impactful, but ultimately speaking to the needs of Susanna. And part of the SalesWings suite is our AI-powered sales assistant that you will see in just a minute. And here you will quickly see how, then this leads to more revenues and how it helps you build lasting and long-lasting relationships. So I am now going over to Salesforce. And within Salesforce, those of you that are familiar, we have leads, contacts, accounts, and opportunities, pretty typical in any CRM system. So all the SalesWings insights are natively available in Salesforce to build, powerful workflows. It fits right into your process. You can tie the data to flows. You can report on it, etc. Now, here we can see an account list. You can see our predictive score, how it prioritizes accounts. You can see here a contact list or a lead list. So it really works wherever the customer wants to. As a quick view here as well, we see how we can prioritize an opportunity list based on how hot that account is, as another example. And one of our most powerful use cases, of course, is intent-based handoff. So you may have different teams selling different products. You may be running a product launch like us, ultimately trying to hand off, make a seamless handoff from the agent or marketing to the sales rep. And with SalesWings, as you can see, and I'm only showing demo contacts right there, you will see how I can say, well, so in fact, I'm keen to see all my accounts interested in interactions. So now this is, of course, not an account. This is a contact list, but you can do exactly the same thing on the account level. You can dive deep in, ultimately hand off product qualified, campaign qualified leads or contacts or accounts to a salesperson. So we see here Susanna Summer. Now let's go over to that account. So in the meantime, the AI SDR has converted the lead, moved it under the account record. So I can see I have a couple of accounts here. I'm gonna zoom in. I don't know how big this is and how well this is visible to you. But you see here on the right-hand side our AI sales agent. So the AI agent is a purpose-built companion for your sales team. It does not require Agentforce and it does not require Data Cloud. So of course, if you go for Agentforce or Data Cloud, for example, you have a lot more possibilities. But some of you may want to, quickly give an affordable and still very powerful purpose-built companion and co-pilot to your sales reps. So Zurich here for Jim is a new account. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is really understand who is this, what's this company? So I click the company overview right there. Maybe I'm trying to, find some competitors. I have some quick actions here, researching what the competition does, so I can, have a more informed conversation with these contacts that I'm going to be reaching out to. But also here we have what we call the talk track. And the talk track is an AI-powered recommendation for sales reps how to best approach this account. And this is really now all built real time, so you have to believe it, but it's the case. So what does this look at? So it looks at the engagement history between your company and your contacts and your leads. It looks at SalesWings intent. It has access to the data that you decide it should have access to within Salesforce. And what it's telling me here is that they have a significant interest in Salesforce and the Marketing Cloud integration. Here also they looked at educational resources. They looked at case studies, which is important for me to understand. And if I zoom out, go to recommendations, it's actually giving me a few recommendations. Propose scheduling a webinar or an interactive session linked to industry trends. So it's very a quick help. It saves me time and particularly allows me to make sure I don't skip the essential research step and look at the intent data and then correlate that with what I'm gonna do next. Another thing we have, another great functionality is the next best email, the next best to do. So for the sake of time, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I'll show it to you. And then we're coming to the concrete intent we've detected. As a enterprise sales rep, but really in any sales position where I'm, selling to companies, I need to understand the buyer committee. And that's what SalesWings helps me do right here. First of all, we see all the scores that we have collected over the course of this demo. And you will see why it says a segment right there in just a minute. We see the more granular insights. Remember the tags. So we have the scores, we have the tags right there. And maybe the first thing I want to do is I want to say, well, who's visited my pricing page recently? So as I look at these interests, SalesWings is telling me exactly who had what intent. So somebody looked at the customer success program here. You see interactions. So both Susanna and Thomas had interest in interactions, in fact. But I can go even more granular. I can say, well, so who's watched a particular video right there? Who clicked on a paid campaign? And if I look at the detailed scores, for example, the ChatGPT score here or the Marketing Cloud score, I can also see exactly which buyers do I need to reach out to if I want to, work with them in an effective and helpful manner. So let's now look at Susanna. So let's say I consider Susanna now is the more important. So I go down, and then I can see here how SalesWings has in fact tracked all that interaction. So we see the journey that I've been taken here from the pricing to the marketing cloud, etc., continuing to agent force, and in the end, the sales insights where I saw the video. So this is real-time data. Now the important thing is, of course, we don't bring in all the data here. It would probably bring your org to explode. But you can see here all the details as well. Again, for this particular, so cart abandonment, you may wonder. So we detected there was no engagement on the pricing side, or actually she moved on from the pricing side. She picked this up on the go from another tag. But you can see it really helps me clearly detect, okay, what does she want to learn about? And that's how SalesWings creates personal and really meaningful interactions between salespeople and customers. So now let's continue. And I figured let's build something quickly together. So we're going to do something live. Last chance for Murphy to show up for this demo. So let's launch together a super targeted VIP interaction campaign on the website in just 5 minutes, or hopefully even less. So I'm gonna now go over to SalesWings, so you can also see a bit how this works for your marketing team or your colleague or even yourself. And here's how it goes. So in SalesWings for interactions, ultimately to drive your web interactions, because that's the part that this is really all about, you have here what we call pop-ups. It's probably a bit of a diminishing way to call it, but let's say we want to target VIP contacts invitation to meet with our CEO. So have you ever thought about targeting a tier one buyer account on the website to really meet him? That's pretty interesting because ultimately the CEO is a busy person, and you don't want to necessarily show the email address to every website visitor. But that's exactly what we're going to do. So here we have a title, we have a description. I'm just gonna save that. So there you go. That's not the one. Uh, there you go. So now I can build, and the builder allows me to be creative. So the builder sets away boundaries from like technical challenges and anything like it. And what I'm going to do is here I can just pull over blocks. So I'm going to build here. There's going to be a title, and then there's going to be a text, maybe an image. Then I need a call to action. So these are just my blocks. So it's a drag and drop builder. So I want to have our logo on top to make this a bit personal. So I have uploaded an image. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, make it a tiny bit more discreet. And if I go down here, we can then, tailor this even further. So that's the first thing I wanted to add here. Now going back to the content, I want to have a title, and that's going to meet our CEO at the AI Summit. So I'm not a big fan of this global font, so I'm going to pick another one. So I'm going to take another color. There you go. Then we're going to add some text. There you go. So I have actually this text somewhere, so I don't have to type it, and you have better things to do than watch me type. But here we have again a small text. Meet our CEO Philip in London. Pick that same color again here. Then we have an image. There you go. So I have uploaded this, so you can upload your photos there. And then what we're missing is, of course, a call to action. And the call to action, in this case, we're just going to put a button. but you can embed HTML, you can embed videos, you can embed ultimately anything. Meet with our CEO right there. So we're just gonna style this a bit. There you go. Make it a bit bigger, a bit more elegant. And we're gonna say send an email, mail to fill it. There you go. Let's me, hello, fill it. Let's me. Okay, so here is my asset. So I've built a great asset. I can then say I want it at the bottom right. Maybe I want to change the dimensions a bit. I can do all of that, and now I have a very first of all my asset here. And the power though is really in the targeting. So first of all, here you can see how quickly and agile how agile you can build. Build campaigns, but the targeting is where the magic is. So this happens in the campaigns. So here I have I'm going to create a new campaign. So you have your assets and then you're creating a campaign. So here I'm going to say meet CEO VIP contacts only. So that's probably not a great name for a campaign, but you get the idea. So I give it a title. I select my pop-up. Um, so I need two. Where is it? I think that's the one I did yesterday. That's the one I did yesterday, but it is there, so it doesn't matter. Um, and now I can fine tune a bit. How long should they be on the website and this kind of stuff, but I can target it extremely well. So I don't want everybody to send me an email, right? So I'm putting my email out there. So first of all, I can now configure this based on the intent. So I'm going to say, well, I want them to definitely have checked out pricing. Um, Furthermore, I want them to be interested in Agent Force because the AI Summit is about that. I also want that they have a lead score. Um, so I have so many scores. The Marketing Cloud score should be more than what do we have here? Here it's 8. Okay, more than 5. And what else do we want to do? And I want to send this only to uh, tier one accounts. So I can look at Salesforce data. So you can send Salesforce data into SalesWings. You can see this here. So Susanna is a tier one. And you could take additional data, but ultimately now I have tier one contacts only. I can target it by lead score, I can target it by intent, etc. And I can define where the buyer should see this pop up. So here I'm gonna say, what did we say? It doesn't really matter, but I can put it on a URL, and that URL should contain um whatever, Agent Force. Let's just take Agent Force. And I activate it and I'm live. So I'm live. So we've built the pop-up. Here it is. This is the pop-up. No, this is the one I created yesterday. This is the one I created today. But I took the one from yesterday, but you see it's here. So let's see if it works. So I'm here, and now the only thing I should have to do is go to this page, and I'm seeing my beautiful, highly targeted pop-up. And if I click here, I can click, and it's gonna send me an email. So, oh, so actually, this is the other pop-up. So it picked this one because it had the higher conversion rate from my tests. But it is that one. So you can trust me on that. So I wish everybody a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for your time on this Friday. We're very excited here at Sales Wings.